Okay. So this video is more for me than anything else, to be honest. So today, today is homecoming. It's okay. So when you're in college, they have like a homecoming few days. I'm not gonna say homecoming week because if it was a full fucking week of events, kids would be drunk, laid out on the street. Not laid out on the street, but drunk, partying every day, not doing their homework, which is shit they don't do already. But I'm not gonna get into that. So anyway, it's homecoming and there's like events everywhere going on around, and I'm not gonna lie to myself. I was having a good day, but then I like actually started to think about like my social life, which is non-existent. And it's just like I was like, oh, people are going to all these events, they're outside, they're having a good time, and I'm in here binging Gossip Girl. It's a good show, but like I'm binging Gossip Girl, and there's a party going on at like 10. It's crazy. Actually, no, it's not crazy that a party starts at 10:30. This is college. I was gonna go. I mean, I still could go. It's not 10:30 yet. It's like 7. So I can still go. But the guy that I messaged for the address still hasn't texted me back. Party starts in 3 hours. I still have time. But I'm just like, the longer it goes without a reaction, the more I cement it in my mind that it's like, I'm not getting this address. I'm not going. And I should not be so pessimistic about this. I should be more positive. But it's hard. Being socially positive when you live in a world where people are so fucking mean is difficult. I'm not saying nobody's ever mean to me, but I get up in here. I get up in this space and I just think, these people don't like me. Why do they want to talk to me? What I think in my head, what do I bring to the table socially? Like, what do I bring? But it's like, I shouldn't think like that. I should just go up and talk to people. But like I was having this conversation with a few people earlier. When you are in an environment with very volatile individuals who are very emotional, you you go about living life being very aware of what you are saying, when you are saying it, how it is coming out, and just holding the real emotions in. So I'm just gonna say that. So it makes being social very difficult because, for one, I know humans are very emotional beings. No matter how much we would like to disregard that fact, it is true. One of one of the ways a lot of people live their lives is emotionally, and it's not a bad thing. But emotions are facts. You really shouldn't be doing a lot of things based on emotion. But anyway, um, so yeah, when we're talking to people, I'm too hyper aware of what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, how the person looks, what they're saying. It's just, and then I get immobilized. Like I get immobilized. Like I don't instigate because just the thought of being social immobilizes me. Cause I just can't. I just can't. Like, what is it? Like, for example, I see people that I recognize. They probably don't recognize me, but I remember faces and names. Like once I have your name and I have your face, immediate attachment. If I see you, I'm going to know who you are. And it's just a simple fact about me. So I saw this girl when I was walking in the door and she opened the door for me. After the fact, I thought to say hi and to initiate conversation, but I just didn't. Like I thought it, but I didn't do it. And I'm not saying I hate myself for moments like that, but it's just difficult because later in the day I replay those moments and I'm like, why didn't I do that? Because that's honestly what I'm sitting here doing right now. Is just like, why didn't I do that? Like, why am I not more socially out there? And it's like another thing. I have to be okay with rejection. Rejection is something that I do not do well with. For one, if you have a child and they come to you and they talk to you about their emotions and your response to that is just wrong and aggressive, and kids, so I have a psychology class, and the more that I learn about the more that I learn about psychology and how kids develop, is just that what you do between what you do between one, no, what you do all up until their 18 years of living is very important. Although your frontal lobe is not developed till you're 25, you're 18, you're considered an adult. So everything you do, what you say, what you look like, the things you do in front of them, what school you put them in, how you respond to their grades, what you just everything affects how the kid is. Just every fucking thing. And it just gets me thinking like I'm not blaming my mother. Like I do not blame my mother cuz like I know me and my mother have had multiple conversations, and I just know that she did what she thought was best, and I love her for it. But it's like now I'm resulted as the human I am today. So let me give you an example. I don't hate how I am, but it makes it very difficult for me to like. I don't want to say love myself, but I love myself, but just be okay with myself and who I am, cause I want to be social, like I really do, but it's hard. It's literally one of the hardest things for me to do is talk to people, and that is a simple skill that I need to be social, to not be so socially anxious, to not when I'm talking to somebody new be shaking in my boots and tingling and sweating from anxiety. Like I know people have social anxiety that is worse than me, but like I'm not comparing myself to people right now. I'm thinking about me, and it's just a lot. So anyway, back to the what I was going to explain. So I'm a queer individual. I'm trans and I'm black. Whoa. Hella people hate me. Hella people don't like me. Hella people think I should not have rights. The racist people, the homophobic people, the transphobic people, they don't think I should have rights. Well, you shouldn't have rights if you don't think I should have rights. But anyway, back to the story. My mother, when I was telling her about all this, she was just yelling, screaming. And I grew up in church. So this also is just like affecting me, because it's just like even though I didn't say anything to anybody in the church about my queerness, because of what's said in the media about how religions feel about gay people, I internalized that media, and it was just like self-hatred. It was a crazy thing. So I didn't speak to anybody in church, and I thought like church people hated me. Then my mother reacting like explosion, just like, oh, what I do, whatever. I internalized that she hated me, and then I also internalized another thing, that I am responsible for other people's emotions or their reactions to me. That is not true. I am not responsible for your emotions. You need to get yourself in check. And it's like it's hard to undo that conditioning, because what me thinking I am responsible for her emotions and her reactions to me made me think that I had to be very meticulous and thoughtful about what I said in any given situation to not incite very explosive emotions out of her. And it it's just something. Like I definitely, and it's another thing. Like I was a very quiet kid. At some point, I just became very quiet, depressed, or whatever, and I spend too much time up here. Like I think entirely too much, and that's another problem with the social interactions. Because like I have a friend, her name is Venus. It's just like you just gotta go talk to people. Like stop, don't think about it. Just go talk. Like, and I could think of that scenario because there's been multiple times where it's just like I should go talk to this person. I'm just like, nope, we're not doing that. We're just simply not gonna do it. And it's like it's not even like an active thought that I have. It's this little tiny crevice development of my brain is just like, no. That little smooth curve in my brain that developed all the year from all that fucking social fucking development shit is just like, no, we're not doing it. So, is that. Let me take a sip of my drink. But yeah, besides all that, college life is kind of all right. I'm on the wrestling team, which is fun. It gives me a little outlet of some social interaction. The dudes on the wrestling team are cool. Um, but besides that, I don't really talk to them about it. And even in this like, so like another thing, I joined this Men of Color Alliance on my campus because a lot of male minorities don't graduate, and it's like it's his first year, so the group is still small. So just like, why not join it? So I join it, and I still feel like a fucking outcast. It's like it just makes me think, in any environment that I go to, am I not going to feel like an outcast? Like I genuinely do hate this shit. Like I don't know if it's just like things I'm internalizing, because like even within the group that of guys that are in this group, I feel like an outcast. I feel like I don't fit in, and I just genuinely don't know what to do. This is supposed to be me going on a rant about my social ineptitude. I'm pretty sure ineptitude is a word, but it's like sometimes I just feel so aware of myself, I limitate myself. It is very it's very I hate it sometimes. Like I genuinely do just hate it. And like I was supposed to go to the gym. I don't know why I didn't go to the gym today. I'm not bringing that up. Fuck that. But I probably should go. Good, make me feel better. But back to my social ineptitude. It's just it's taking away from a lot of the college experience. Like I don't like crowds. There's too much going on for me to just do anything in a crowd of people. Like I'm just absorbing everything that's happening instead of socializing. There's no other better way for me to put that but that way. I'm just at a loss. And it's just like the rejection for me is really what keeps me from doing anything. I do not want to be rejected. And the best way for me to not get rejected is to not do anything to put myself in a scenario where rejection can happen. And a lot of scenarios go up here, so I just don't do anything at all. So, for example, there was this one situation. I I was at home. I came back from home. I was home for a few days, and I came back from home, and I went to wrestling. I got home. I got back to my dorm late, so I missed my class. So I went to wrestling practice. That was all cool. I had energy. It was hard. Wrestling is just a hard sport in the conditioning or whatever. Like, if you wrestle and you hear a coach say on the wall or on the line, you know you about to be tired as fuck. Anyway, so I come back and I want to go eat. So I messaged one of the guys in the Minnesota Alliance, asked him if he want to go eat. He say no, I want to eat alone. I So what he said, so I internalized that as like, oh, I did something wrong. I I must have did something for him to not say this. And it's like I was just messaging him a lot prior to that, like just trying to be like friendly or whatever. And I just thought I was like being clingy and shit. And but the thing is, my immediate reaction was to internalize what he said and think I did something wrong. But I know I didn't do anything wrong, but that's the immediate reaction. This is the problem. Like, I can sit here and logically know that I did nothing wrong to warrant that response, but emotionally, it's a different story. Like I still feel some way about it, even though I know I did nothing wrong. Because it's probably because I would like to know why, but I don't have the right to know why. Because it's his. I could ask why, but I'm not entitled to his emotions or him giving me a reason to why. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I really don't know. I really don't. And it's something. Like, I wish I had the answers. Like, the advice my friends give me is helpful. Like, it genuinely does give me hope that one day it'll get better. But it won't unless I try. I just, I'm at a loss. Genuinely at a fucking loss when it comes to my social life. And college is different. It's a challenge, I'll say that. And it's a challenge that I have to adapt to. Like, the work is fine, my grades. I have faith in my intellect to be able to get good grades, but it's just a different environment to adapt to, period. So, like, my time management skills were pretty good already, but they're getting better here, and it's just like the work is work. Like, if you don't do it, you're fucked. So, and the thing is, because of the lack of my social life, I almost withdrew. And I'm not now, but like because of like I haven't spoken to a single person outside of wrestling practice. Okay, no. I don't speak to people outside of wrestling practice or outside of class. And class, I would say, is about a good 2 hours, 2 hours and a half of my day. And then one day I just had one class, and just wrestling practice is like 2 hours. So like, and I don't know how much social interaction people need a day, but I'm not getting enough. That's all I'm saying. Because it's the connection. People want a sense of connection and a sense of belonging. I don't feel any of that here. I don't feel none. Not a single drop. We dry in the fucking desert in this bitch when it comes to the sense of connection. It's dry shit. Ain't shit here. Ain't shit here. That's all I gotta say. But because when I talk to my therapist, it's just like I use the word find. Like, I need to find a sense of belonging, but like she doesn't like the word she doesn't like when I use the word find. Like it's an active effort. Cause it is an active effort. I'm not really making an effort to find a sense of belonging, but it's just like I feel outcasted. Like I don't know where my people are. Like, and I don't want to look for them. Cause I'm socially inept. And it's just, do you see the conundrum? Do you see the contrast? Do you see the problem that I have right now? But as I am said, I don't feel a sense of belonging here at all. So I'm just keeping to myself, working on shit, working on content and shit, so I can get a YouTube, get successful, and then get some money so I can go find some sense of belonging. But besides that, or live lavishly, let me say that. But yeah, she doesn't like that I use the word find as like it's active search, or to be like people that'll come in time. And it's like I've heard that from some upperclassmen, and it's just like a lot of people tell me the first semester is shit. Maybe the definition of shit is different for everybody, but for me, the shittiness of it is the fact that I have no sense of belonging. I can do my work. I do not doubt my academic abilities. It's the sense of belonging that is, it's like, it's like, it's like when you know how you say we sweep shit under the rug? It's like every time I think about it, it's another like added small dirt pile that's under the rug, and eventually I'm gonna trip, and it's really gonna be an issue where my antidepressants can't do shit, and disciplining myself for the things that I enjoy ain't gonna do shit, and I'm just gonna be like, damn, I'm lonely as shit one day. I mean, I can say that right now. I feel it, but it's not as deep as it could be. So yeah, but as I said, I'm at a loss. I genuinely do not know what the fuck to do about this sense of belonging. Like, for one, I don't make an active effort, but I'm scared to make an active effort because of the rejection. Like, the rejection is really what's keeping me from doing anything. But I do not know how to I don't know how to continually accept rejection. Because that one message that I got from that one person stopped me from saying anything. Like, because I thought about texting the group chat, like, okay, wait, I have my own group chat, like my old friends before we moved to college, and then the Mocha group chat with all the other dudes for the Mocha thing. So I messaged my group chat of friends before we moved to college, about not me. I messaged them about me feeling this way. Like, the fact that I got that one message stopped me from messaging the Mocha group chat and asking if these guys were doing anything. And like I thought about messaging the chat to see if they were doing anything, but the thought of that rejection played in my head and stopped me from doing that. And it happened a few times after that day I got that message. And it was just like, I don't like that. Like, I don't. Like, I really don't like that. Like, I can be logical about the rejection, but emotionally it is very hard for me to deal with. And I do not know what to do about that. This is a topic I need to bring up with my therapist. I need to make a therapy appointment. I'm going to do that after I hit stop on this video. But, yeah, it's the rejection, man. But that one instance made me not engage or seek out anybody, to talk to anybody for a few days. And like, it dawned on me, and I was just like, wow, that's fucking crazy. And what do my friends have to say about that? And I was just like, I was gonna probably try to make friends one at a time, but that's definitely not gonna work. And it's just like, I don't want to start from scratch. I miss my friends. Fuck all these new people. But that's life. Any new environment that I go to, I'm going to have to find new people and a sense of belonging. If only I could take that part of my brain out that requires a sense of belonging, I'd be chill. Maybe I'd probably become a psychopath and murder a bunch of people. But I don't think that would happen. I would just think I'd beat him myself. Actually, no, I'd probably kill some people, but we're not talking about that. But it's like all humans crave connection. That's what my group of friends before we moved to college told me. And it's like maybe I should not try one person at a time. Maybe it's just groups of people. But it's like groups of people. The feeling of rejection. This like the stakes are higher because this is a group of people. And it's like when I see a group of people getting along together or having a conversation, I'm just like I feel like I'm imposing. Like y'all already here and I'm just coming in here like a new plant. Like they all like grow. I need a better way to put this. They're like plants that have grown already, and I'm a seedling. Like what the fuck do I look like being here right now next to these growing flowers? Like that was a bad like example, but it worked for the explanation. Like it's good enough. But I'm gonna end this video because I just yapped for 20 minutes about my social ineptitude, and that's good enough. I'm gonna post this on the internet because maybe some other people are struggling like this, and maybe people on the internet can actually fucking help me. I don't. I have my doubts, but share your experiences. And if you go to college, let me know. If you had the same issues, yeah.